All right, welcome to Cafe Chronicles.
Oh, well, thank you. I'm so glad to be
Yeah,
here.
tonight we have the wonderful Pamela Wise.
Oh, thank you. I feel wonderful.
Good.
The weather is wonderful.
The
So,
weather is hot
yes, yes,
out of
yes.
nowhere. Yeah. So, how you doing?
I'm doing great. I've been really busy
Yeah.
and doing a lot of performing and writing and arranging and all of that jazz stuff.
Yeah.
Working with Wendell, my husband, and we just had a new release that came out from live from the Concert of Colors. It was tribute to Pharoah Sanders, and
Oh, that's
Sky is
great.
featured on that,
Yeah.
and so is her husband, Man. He's singing
Oh, that's great.
tune on there
Yeah.
too. Yeah, yeah. So
Yeah, we have
really,
a tribute coming up.
yeah,
Yeah.
yes. So that's gonna be awesome.
That's great. Yeah.
Yes.
That's what I love about you, a composer.
Oh, well, thank you. You know, a
Yeah.
lot of times people don't know that um, because I'm so busy backing people
Yeah.
up. It's just
Yeah.
like, oh, okay. Yeah, she does write too.
Yeah. Yeah. Because, I mean, people that watch and listen to the podcast know, and Justin knows, I'm a big fan of original music. Because I'm a writer myself. So
Yes.
I
Yes, you are.
I love original music. My ears just open wide when I find out somebody writes their own material because I think that's just fantastic. And
And that's one thing about the show on April the 20th. Galen McKinney, drummer,
sure.
she's going to do one of her original compositions, and I'm going to do one of mine. And
Oh,
that's something that we very seldom get to do because, like I said, we're always backing people up.
yeah.
So, Sky said, well, I would like to feature, you know,
Oh,
each
that's
one of you, our composition.
yeah.
So,
And April 20th
yeah,
is the
the Detroit Queens of Jazz
tribute to.
tribute.
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
Oh, that's great.
yeah, so that's going to be really awesome.
Yeah. Okay. So, um, is it just the two pieces that are going to be original?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, it's just going to be the two
Okay.
pieces.
What else can people expect?
Well, you have four great ladies. You have Lady Von A, Kimberly Wright from Straight Ahead, and also Juanita Black,
Hmm.
and of course Sky Covington. And they're going to be doing selections from the Great American Classic Songbooks.
Okay.
Songs that were popular, I guess, in the 40s and 50s, but they're putting their own flavor on it. So,
Yeah.
so that's pretty cool.
Yeah. Well, you've done this before here, right? The
Yeah,
Queens
yeah,
of
I
Jet. Yeah.
have. Yep, It's very well received, so we're
Yeah.
expecting a really good turnout. So if you haven't grabbed your tickets yet, you
Yeah.
better get them because,
That's what I've heard.
yeah, it fills up pretty fast. So you got me on piano, Galen McKinney on drums, a very nice, great young bass player by the name of Laura Simone. She's a student of Rodney Whitaker.
Oh.
So she attends Michigan State University. And she's from Princeton, New Jersey, but she's in Michigan here now going to school. So she's really awesome. So
Well,
that's,
studying with Rodney,
yeah, I
it's
mean,
got to be, right?
everybody that Rodney kicks out, I mean, I don't
Yeah.
know what kind of juice he's feeding them, but they all sound really, really great.
Yeah.
So that's your strong rhythm section there.
Yeah.
And then of course you got Sky on vocals, Lady Von A, Kimberly Wright, and Juanita Black. Yes.
All right. April
Yeah.
20th.
Yeah. Yeah. So they're each doing 3 songs, and there's gonna be poetry and
Oh,
yeah, the Sky writes awesome
yeah, she
poetry,
does.
and she always has somebody else deliver her poetry. So it's gonna be really nice. I really enjoy
Oh,
doing
that sounds like a
stuff.
great night.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, a lot of variety.
Yeah.
Hmm.
So, how did you get started? It, how did you get started writing songs,
Well,
composing? Like,
yeah, it's really crazy because like my father was a jazz musician. He played upright bass, and he started showing me little things on the piano, and I would pick it right up. And he got me this little keyboard like with the push button chords, and you would play a note that would, he says, man, she can pick that stuff right up, she hears really good. So I started composing my own songs like when I was about 6 or 7 years old. Once I found out what to do with a keyboard. And then we got a real piano, and then he would keep playing stuff for me because he played a little bit of piano, and I would pick that stuff right up. And so my mother she was kind of the disciplinarian. She's like, well, I need her to take some lessons. So I started taking lessons, and I started playing for church. And a lot of young people don't know, like, if you can get a steady church gig, that's really good because you can build up your chops by playing for
Sure,
church.
because
You
you're
can learn.
steady.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, and you can learn a lot about chord progressions and that kind of thing. So I kind of got that started from my dad, and then later on I formed my own R&B group, of course, and I think we all go through that stage. It was called the Ohio Movement. I got a chance to travel with that group, and there was a group of young guys um, that were called the TNT Flashers, and they were also associated with a group in Grand Rapids called Switch. So I was, that's like Bobby DeBarge and Bunny DeBarge, the DeBarge family.
Oh wow.
And
We had Bunny DeBarge here
yeah, I know.
last year.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she told me that she
Yeah.
came because I still keep in touch with them. And then just being around that environment became, I had some of the R&B stuff, and then my father being a jazz musician and me listening to jazz, kind of combined the two. Then when I moved to Detroit, I met Wendell, and he was like, "Man, you write some good stuff." He says it's got a lot of jazz flavor to it, but it's got a kind of R&B flavor to it too. So we started recording a lot of stuff together, and it just really worked out. Then later on, I started getting composer grants, like from Art Serve Michigan
Oh yeah.
and Kresge Foundation, supported me as a writer and things like that. So then I started recording on my own. Yeah. So I've recorded about 5 CDs, and a lot of people don't know that. Like I said, when you're a piano player backing a lot of people up, a lot of
Yeah.
times they're not familiar,
Oh
with
yeah.
your music and stuff. So
That's great.
you know the
Yeah.
deal.
I think I was reading somewhere that you had something to do with Jerry Gonzalez.
Oh
Was
yeah, because he recorded
like Fort
my
Apache, right?
yeah, he recorded my first CD with me.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah, cuz I always loved their music. I was like Wendell was like, "Well, we can bring Jerry here, that's no problem."
We
And
had him at the cafe.
I remember.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
like this was a while ago, like after we first opened. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
I booked him at the with Frank Malfitano. We booked him
At the
at the Jazz
Jazz
Fest.
Festival.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. So,
What a great band.
yeah, that band, and it's like sad cuz I think there's only one of them left
Oh, really?
now. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but Jerry was great to work with. Between him and Francisco Mora
Yep.
helped me develop like the Afro-Cuban thing because I did a lot of studying, and that I did everything but go to Cuba, which
Yeah.
hopefully I can still do. But I was able to study a lot of rhythms with Jerry Gonzalez and Steve Barrios. He was another one that would come and play with me quite often.
Huh.
Yeah. So,
That's great.
yeah, yeah. I miss those guys.
So that he helped your first album, you said?
Yeah, Jerry.
Yeah.
The name of the album was Songo Festividad,
Okay.
and yeah, so he played on that, and he played some trumpet on it too. Once we got him here, we had
Oh
him.
yeah.
Yeah, and then he came back and did concerts with us, and it was a really cool guy to work with.
That must have been exciting.
It was. It really was. And another percussionist that I did work with was Milton Cardona. He's another one that's not with us anymore,
Yeah.
but I learned a lot working with Milton about Afro-Cuban rhythms and things
Yeah.
like that. It was just something that I kind of had a natural feel in my music, and I just wanted to further develop that more. So,
Yeah. Are you working on anything now?
yes, I am. As a matter of fact, I always keep in touch with my friend Regina Carter.
Oh,
and we were talking about doing some writing together. So, yep,
that's
we got a couple of things that we're working on. Yep.
see, I love that. See,
Yeah, the collaboration is always fun.
yeah,
Yeah. Yeah.
see, Justin. I just that's so exciting to me because it's it's you're making something out of nothing,
Right.
you know, as opposed to, and I'm not, I love the players that play, the standards and stuff. I think that's fantastic. But to come up with, you know, the song out of nothing,
Right. When you can find your own voice
yeah,
and it's original and people like it.
yeah. Well, that's the
Yeah,
that's the
that's the thing,
there's the
It's
rub, right?
like
Yeah,
sometimes people will compose something and be like, "Well, what is that?"
yeah,
But when you compose something that people like and they clap, it's like, "Hey,
yeah.
that's good."
That's yeah. But how many albums have you recorded?
I've recorded 5 CDs on my own, with my own name, but I've collaborated on many others.
Yeah.
Yeah, with Wendell, um, with Regina Carter, um, uh, Dave McMurray, saxophone
Oh
player.
yeah.
Um, did some things with him. Um, it's hard to think of who else, but
Yeah.
yeah,
Because you're out there. You play a lot, right?
yeah.
I mean, you're in the cafe quite a bit.
Yeah, and it's a pleasure because you got such a nice atmosphere here, and I love the piano.
Yeah.
Yeah, yep, and it's because it's rare that you get a chance to play a real grand piano, you know. But I'm
Yeah.
beginning to do that more now, so because I tell people I don't want to lug any equipment anymore.
Yeah. Well, that's one of the things that would like when we open the cafe. It's like we gotta have a good piano.
Very classy atmosphere.
Yeah.
That's what I love about Aretha's Jazz Cafe. When you come here, it's total class
Yeah.
from the performance, the food, the service, everything. The food is always great. The drinks are great, you know, and it's a wonderful atmosphere.
Yeah.
So it's always a pleasure to come here and play.
Yeah. We try.
Yeah, well, you're
Yeah.
doing a wonderful job.
Yeah.
And then a lot of times that's not easy to do, but
We're
you're
busy.
thriving. Yeah,
We
you're
do a
thriving.
lot of shows,
Yeah.
and that piano gets a lot of fingers on it,
Yeah.
you know. you know, I mean that piano tuners out here quite a bit, and
But that's
it's
good though. You
yeah,
keep it together.
yeah.
You got a drum kit here. That's good.
That drum kit, I can't believe that thing's still standing. It's been years and years since we got that thing.
yeah. Well,
Yeah,
sometimes that requires maintenance too. I
yeah,
can only imagine.
yeah,
But you have a great setup, for the artists to come and perform.
yeah,
So that's wonderful.
yeah. I try to do what I can for the artists, you know, because I know what it's like being an artist myself.
And
So
you've been here for how long?
it's been almost 30 years.
Yeah, because I said,
Yeah,
man, ever since I remember coming here, you've been here.
yeah. I
So,
was here before the cafe, you know.
yeah,
So
that's right.
yeah,
Yep. I think I remember when you were first getting started. Yeah,
mm.
with the jazz cafe part of it.
Yeah,
Yep.
because I was here. I was first data entry. I came on just entering names into a database, and then I got part time for the Jazz Fest, and then they pulled me in for. Then in the off season, I worked for music hall, and then the cafe, or for the festival seasonal, and then it just snowballed
I
into
mean,
this.
that's really wonderful though, because to have someone like you in that position, you know what it takes to make it happen.
Hmm.
So,
Yeah,
and they listen.
sometimes.
Right, right, right.
Yeah. So you've seen the podcasts, right?
Yes.
So every episode, we ask the guests to recall a moment they've had in the cafe that just pops in their head.
Oh
So do you
wow.
have something that just don't think too hard about it? Just a memory, you know?
I would say um there was a moment, there was a poem that Sky wrote that was delivered by one single rose who,
Hmm.
she's a poet herself, but and there were some of my church members from the Shrine of the Black Madonna. That's the church I go to when I play for. And several of the members were here. And I mean, they were just floored by that poem. I mean, it touched everybody, you know. And my pastor was in the audience and he was telling me, he said something about that Sky put so much thought into every moment of the show that it just knocked him out. Because he's a poet himself, but that particular poem that one single rose did, that was just, he just enjoyed the whole thing and he couldn't stop talking about it.
Hmm.
So that was a golden moment for me. Yeah.
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 Did it just stop the audience in their tracks?
Yeah. And I mean, he was just like, that was just magical, and he was like, the way she put everything together is just so much thought and detail.
Yeah.
And Sky feeds us all the
Oh, I
time.
Oh
know.
yeah. Yep.
That's crazy too. She got all this stuff on her plate, no pun intended, but
Right, right. And then she
you know,
brings
and
more
then she,
stuff.
yeah, and then she feeds the artists every
Yeah,
Monday.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. Which is, and of course that's why all of us are getting fat because we eat food from the cafe and then we eat her food. So,
Yeah. Wow. Yeah, but I've read some of her poetry. I wonder why she doesn't read it herself.
well, I think she likes the way other people deliver it.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
Huh.
yeah. I think sometimes if she reads it herself, she'll get too caught up in the thought of it and might get off track. But
Yeah. Yeah.
she has somebody else read it. Then it's less work, little less work that
Yeah.
she has to do. So, yeah.
That's funny. Yeah. Speaking of, yesterday I played a library. I play guitar behind a poet,
Uh huh.
and we did this poetry
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
we did after we played. It was kind of like open mic for poets, and for the first time, I read one of my poems in front of
You
people.
did?
Yeah, for the first time, I've never done that before.
You were playing too while you were reading
No,
it, or you just?
no,
I
no,
was
no,
like,
no.
wow, that's
I could have.
yeah,
I mean,
but
I can play and sing, but I mean, I've never done that before. I've never like read one of my poems. You know,
and
like
was there a moment where you said, "Boy, did I write that?" Sometimes I'll do that with my songs. I remember hearing a song. I was in like I don't know, it wasn't a supermarket. It was a small store, and I was like, "Man, that sounds really familiar." And Wendell said, "Yeah, you should. It should sound familiar because it's your music."
oh wow,
And it was somebody else that had performed it. Yeah, and I was like, that really sounds familiar. And it was my friend Deblon Jackson.
oh
She's a
yeah,
flautist. And she
Deblon,
had,
yeah,
yeah, she recorded one of my songs. That was really crazy. I was like, you forget about that kind of stuff,
yeah,
because you don't listen to yourself a whole
yeah.
lot. So, it happens.
Yeah, I don't remember writing songs sometimes. Like
Yeah,
I
me
don't
too.
remember the process of writing. And I always think that's the good ones. I don't know if
Yeah.
it's true or not, but it's like I don't remember writing this. It's just like all of a sudden there's the song. You know what I mean?
Right, right.
It's
And that's why
just
you always
there.
got to like record something on your phone or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh no, yeah, I have
So
a
you
million.
know,
Yeah,
so you can remember.
yeah.
At least some of it.
But there's some songs that's like I remember just toiling over these chords and it's like
It put a whole lot of thought in it.
yeah.
Then you forget it.
Some songs just come out of the ether, you know. It's a spiritual thing sometimes and it's
It is. And sometimes I get ideas from rhythms, like if I hear certain machines going or something like
yeah,
that,
yeah,
that can trigger something.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's like the whole blues things from a train, you know.
Right. Right. Yep.
Yeah.
So I can imagine how drummers, I was listening to, I can't remember the drummer's name, but he said he would listen to like the subways in New York or something, and
Oh,
he
really?
would get
Yeah.
the chicka 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 chicka, and he would take that and transfer it to the drums. I was like, wow.
I've been getting a lot of my my lyrics from text messages a
Oh,
little bit. Someone will write me a text message and
Uh-huh.
they'll say something like Chase, our sound guy downstairs. He was, I was, someone was blocking me in a parking lot in a parking space, and he said you might be able to get out. And I took that line, I wrote a whole song. You might be able to get out. And
I
I
love
turned it
it.
into like a whole song.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
cool. Yeah, that's happened a few
You know.
times in the music hall parking
Yeah.
lot.
It wasn't about that, but I
Yeah,
mean, you
yeah,
know.
but yeah, you might be able to get out.
Yeah. So this has been fun.
Yes, it has.
I know.
And
Thank you for doing this.
And
Yeah.
thank you so much for having me. I
All right.
really appreciate it.
So again, April 20th,
Yep.
tribute to the Detroit Queens of Jazz.
Yes. And you're going
All
to
right.
see an awesome show. A lot of variety.
Yeah.
See that sound out there?
Yeah. Right. That could be something. You want to write it down?
Yeah. The motorcycle season.
All right. Well, you got to come back.
Yes, I will.
All right.
Cool.
Pamela Wise, thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you.
All right. Thanks.